So while trying to platinum Dragon Ball FighterZ and realizing that if you just get about 2 million Zenny, you pretty much bought everything in the game, I decided to just talk about which is the better Dragon Ball game, Dragon Ball FighterZ or Xenoverse 2, because apparently I'm doing a lot of hot takes and I've been getting dislikes even when I don't do any hot takes. So hey, screw it, let's continue keeping that trend.
Bless. I don't sleep on no beef. We ain't sleeping no. You know I'm on top of everything. Run grass and they don't shoot cribs. They gon' give you one chance. Like come outside or we gon' come in, boy. When I pull up and make them catch a lot. Blue beam on that chopper. Kamehameha. I throw them Dragon Balls at you like I'm Kakarot.
Yo, what up guys, it's your boy SonTj. Hope you guys having a nice day. I'm back on my uploading game, and today I want to talk about my preference on which is the better game in terms of either just overall game or Dragon Ball game. Dragon Ball FighterZ versus Xenoverse 2. Now, I have platinum Xenoverse 2, and I would be platinuming Dragon Ball FighterZ except the BS Zenny stuff. So don't be wrong, I played the crap out of these games. I have like 33 plus hours in training mode Dragon Ball FighterZ. And I've been playing Xenoverse 2 like every other day, and this game has been out for a long ass time. I think like probably 2 years. I don't know. And I kind of want to discuss this because a lot of people, even before Dragon Ball FighterZ came out, saying this is the best Dragon Ball game of all time. And that's really tough because I'm one of those people kind of in the Raging Blast / Tenkaichi. And I used to be in Xenoverse, but it's very hard to say. And I just want to lay this down on my preference because they're both games I can always come back to and play. And I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, and they have their own pros and cons. And I guess we'll talk about Dragon Ball FighterZ first, because I've been playing it the most since it came out. And if you're looking for a game that's very fun in terms of just like overall graphics and appealing to the anime, and it's just overall fair and fighting game logic, and you just want to see like different people like Sonic Fox or other people play the game, then Dragon Ball FighterZ is the game for you. But its flaws is definitely the story mode. Don't get me wrong, it's fun when you first play it, but then you have to play it over and over again for like hard mode, and it's just not that new. And like I understand like there's different routes and stuff, but it's just not that really well designed. Really, like Android 21, I know it's a lot of people's bays and all that crap, but it just overall it didn't really execute that well. It doesn't really have an arcade mode. It just has the same old like hard mode where the CPU can just one shot you with level 3s. Hashtag F Frieza. But the online server is also a little wacky. It's like every time they update the game, the servers are wacky. You can say the same for both games really, but the servers are better than Xenoverse 2, that's for sure. And also the costumes and stuff like that. But as a pure fighting game, I really love it. Like I love the combat system. It's amazing. Just the character interactions and the story mode is amazing. And it's arguably the best fighting game in all time in terms of Dragon Ball. It is. But is it the best Dragon Ball game? I have to say no. And I think that's a hot take for a lot of people, but if it had a better story mode, an arcade mode, and just had more content, because how the hell are you going to have a 20 million Zenny trophy if there's not even enough content for it? Granted, they're having more DLC come out, with Bardock, Broly that already came out, and, Vegito Blue and Zamasu, but it just doesn't have that much content. You know what I mean? Like if it had a better story mode, like in Xenoverse 2 or just any other game, like it kind of falls to Dragon Ball Mythos. Like I wouldn't mind a Raging Blast 1 / Tenkaichi 2 level story mode with just that type of thing. I don't care if it's retelling the story. If it's in that type of graphics, I'll love it. But again, it just doesn't have that much content to be justified as the best Dragon Ball game of all time. But on the opposite, we have Xenoverse 2, and I like the combat system and everything, but it's unbalanced as hell. Like they gave up after a while. Like they have this new limit burst thing where like you can one shot people with Final Kamehameha or you get super armor. The game is literally broken in terms of balance. Okay, granted, it's a fun game. Don't get me wrong, and just the overall idea to create your own character and stuff, it just falls in the whole like creativity of characters. Like after a while, you only can do so much with the character designs. Like you wish it was more like Saints Row, but again, what keeps the game unique is that you can keep creating your own characters. But it'll just be more fun if it didn't have RNG and the more BS tactics with the card games and stuff with microtransactions. That's something you got to give Dragon Ball FighterZ credit. They never went down the microtransactions route. They just say this is what you get. It's just that it doesn't have enough content to justify all of its trophies and other stuff like that. The hit detection's ass, especially online. Even if you have the perfect internet, it's still not going to work. And some races are more OP than others. But the saving grace for this game is that it stayed alive for like 2+ years because of how much content it delivered and how much customization you can get. And the overall story mode was just very interesting. Granted, a lot of it was like from Xenoverse 1, but the DLC really saved the game in terms of just living out Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball GT, and that type of stuff. It really helped the game, and just the overall customizations and continuously being able to use different characters throughout the mythos, like Ultra Instinct Goku, granted he's weak as hell in this game, or Jiren, or Vegito Blue, and stuff like that. The biggest saving grace for this game is just how much of a Dragon Ball game it is. Granted, the fighting system itself is good, but it just sucks in balancing because people like what's his name, Super Itachi, or other people can just run rampant in the game with broken moves, and it's just one of those games you can go back to even though you know how trash it is online. So let's break it down here. Which is the best, what's the more fun online experience? They both have their flaws, but I have to say Dragon Ball FighterZ is the better online experience. What's the better offline experience? Xenoverse 2 by a land mile, because you get to customize your character, get to use cast characters, and you just have more fun because there's so much more content in the game. There's a card game mode, there's the story mode, there's fighting the CPU, there's like different like parallel quests. There's so much content. While in Dragon Ball FighterZ, if you don't have online, you're not gonna have fun in the game. Because I've been experiencing having lackluster online right now, and just trying to play the game while it's offline, it's hell, man. Like, you either got practice mode, just keep fighting that hard mode over and over again, and then you got the story mode, which is hell after a while because you just stop enjoying the character interactions and you just start trying to unlock Zenny, and it's just boring. So, as both of these games are considered to be the best Dragon Ball game of all time, yes and no. Dragon Ball FighterZ is the best fighting game in Dragon Ball game history, and the best graphics, yes. The biggest overall content is definitely Xenoverse 2. But I think if a combination of these two games would be the perfect Dragon Ball game, just they both need better servers, okay, please. For Xenoverse 3 or FighterZ, when they have a part 2 with a better story mode, a freaking arcade or something like that, it would be just the perfect game. But for me personally, which game do I prefer? When I just want like to have a competitive, fair type fighting game and just like enjoy like just competitive play, I'm definitely picking FighterZ. But if I just want something to kind of just go wild and just say screw F the rules or something like that, I'm going straight Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 2 is the ultimate just Dragon Ball nut house game. There's no balance. You can just be OP as much as you want. But if you want a more competitive type game, there's more like if you lose, it feels fair and you don't get so frustrated. And the only time you get frustrated is because you're just not good enough to win. Then definitely the drop for FighterZ is the way to go. But so I know this is more of like a lackluster answer, but which game do I prefer? I've been playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 for the longest time, and there's some moments I get tired of it, but like I can play it end on end. While FighterZ has been out for a little bit, and right now I'm just waiting for the DLC. You know what I mean? It's gotten to that point, it's just not enough content. So I feel like Xenoverse 2 is the better Dragon Ball game, but FighterZ is the better game. You know what I mean? It's the better fighting game. But the better Dragon Ball game is definitely Xenoverse 2, which is way more content, way more stuff to enjoy, way more characters. Granted, a lot of them play like clones, but it's the same thing as Tenkaichi 3, and everyone loves Tenkaichi 3, says it's the best Dragon Ball game. And I kind of feel like we just kind of reached new standards. And FighterZ is definitely the better looking game, the better fighting game, but it doesn't have enough content to justify it being way better as people was wanting it to be. And I'm not like Team 4 Star saying, it's crap because they don't get the game or they don't know how to fight. I know how to fight in Xenoverse 2. I have like 80% win ratio and won like over I think probably 1,000 games or so. We're close to that, so trust me, I know. And I have to say Xenoverse 2 is the better Dragon Ball game, while FighterZ is the better fighting game. So yeah, that's my opinion. Let me know in the comment section which game you think is better, and hopefully this commentary loaded in right, because my computer is kind of messing up and I'm just seeing it and it doesn't look well. But yeah, let me know any videos I want me to make in the future. So yeah, SonTj, peace, love you all.